Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode on the channel. Today we're going to be doing the racetrack route once again. Going to actually be in the cab car for Metra. We actually have not used the cab car as of yet for a full episode. If we've used it, it's probably been for like a flip back thing. But I do not remember us actually using a full cab car for a full episode. So that is what we're going to be doing today. As you guys can see, we're doing a scenario called Against the Rush, which I guess there is no description, but I'm assuming it is basically going to be taking a Metra inbound while the rush hour is going outbound, is what I'm actually assuming is going to happen. So let's go ahead and hop in the scenario, see what it's all about. Wow, it's cold out there. Anyways, this evening service will involve stops at Route 59, Naperville, Lisle, and Belmont before terminating at Union Station. Go ahead and open the door so people can get out of the wind. Open up them doors. Alright, so here we are in the cab of Metra 8551. Let us go ahead and dim the headlights here real quick. Headlights. Dim them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't think the marker lights are on. Nope, just the number board. Let's go ahead and hop into the cab here. Let's go ahead and turn on the head-end power generator. There we go. Let's hop back in the cab car. I'm hoping the sounds are the same. Let's actually find out real quick. Looks like they are. Perfect. So once we start going here, you guys will actually hear the Metra door chime. That happens when they close doors and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. Let's go ahead and turn on the cab light here. It's kind of dark. About midnight. Interesting. I'm surprised. I didn't realize our rush would be happening at midnight. I didn't even think Metra leaves Aurora at midnight. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe when they were creating the scenario, they didn't realize that the time defaults to midnight. I don't know. But we are running Express from Belmont unless we're a special service, but I don't know for the most part. All I know is we're driving and then we're stopping at 4 station stops, and then we're going to be Express. So that is all I honestly know. Oh yeah, you guys did hear that. That caution, these doors are about to close. That thing sounds awesome. It's actual prototypical Metra. And whoa, that kind of got real bright on us there. Let's go ahead and depart out of here. Man, that Metra bell on the cab car sounds awesome. Then you hear it out in the outside view here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and try out the horn. That is a prototypical Metra cab car horn as well, which sounds freaking phenomenal. Now, normally horns aren't on this route since it's a complete like a quiet zone route, but we're gonna have it anyway just because, you know, I wanted to show it off for you guys and stuff like that. Is our cab light still on? Okay, well I guess I need to put like a desk light on. There we go. That's not really helping much either. All right, but it's a very snowy morning, or midnight, I guess I should say, coming out of Aurora here. Looks like we're going to be late to our first station stop anyway. But here is a look at our Metra cab car today, ladies and gentlemen. Got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 car train. And what's actually cool is that whoever developed this scenario got it right, because all Metra is a lot of times they'll use like their standard coach cars, but then a lot of times they'll have cab cars in the middle of the consist as well. And I've noticed for a lot of route building or scenario building and stuff like that, I've noticed a lot of the times that they're just using the coach cars and the cab car at the rear. It looks like we're on a restricting signal. Oh no, that ain't us. We're on a clear. We are on a clear. Let's go ahead and slow her down. There we go. I guess I forgot we're actually on point. No, we're not on points. We're just on a timetable. Okay. So we don't actually have points today. We're just on a timetable, which is good by me. Very good by me. We're coming on advanced approach, it looks like. Advanced approach. Got a Metra over here, which we'll dim our headlights for. Even though he's just kind of stopped on a clear indicator. Interesting. But we can't speed anyway, only because of our in-cab signaling for the racetrack route, which I never knew Racetreack had cab signaling until I got this game. I thought that they did it wrong, but I guess no, they actually have in-cab signaling for the route, which I thought was odd. But I guess there's nobody, so we can just turn our lights back on. He's just kind of there. Interesting. Very interesting. Do they have markers on the rear? Probably not. No markers on the rear either. I don't know. I don't know, but it looks like we got diversion clear here. We're going to take that diversion clear. METX 119. Let's go and take that diversion clear. And our first stop is going to be at Route 59, which is the basically the first stop on this heading towards Chicago. So we're going to be basically probably on the third track, or on track 2 or track 3. And then once we clear Belmont, they'll probably put us on the express track. So yeah, Route 59 is about 4, Naperville is about 7, 11, and then 13, and then 35. So yeah, they'll put us on the express track after Belmont, I believe. Yeah, they're not switching us over? What? I'm confused. I thought, maybe they're switching us over here. Which, in that case, I don't understand why they would. Let's go ahead and start slowing down here. Yep, they are. Go and slow her down to about 15. There we go. Not sure what's with the heavy frame droppage going on. I'm not quite sure. That's happened to me the last couple times in this game where I'm like getting near a train or whatever, and it's just been nothing but frame droppage. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that. I have to try to maybe look in my settings or something, but I can't figure it out. And there's a train that's just stopped over there. It looks like an Amtrak. So we'll go ahead and dim our headlights for him, if we can. No, don't turn them off. No, dim them. There we go. But we're on a clear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the trains are stopped either. Like that one, that Metro over there should have been running. This one should be running as well, but it's not. Just kind of stopped with the headlights off. The brakes are on. You can tell by the status lights. I don't know. I'm going to sound my horn just in case. Just in case, you know, they're walking around the train or something, like something's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Missing a lounge car. I don't know. That's weird. No markers on it either. That's super weird. So we're on the express track right now. Or are we? So we must be on. No, we're on the third track, I believe. I don't think we're on the express track. I think this is a yard track to our right here. I could be wrong though. I'm not quite sure. No, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been to Aurora on this route, so I just completely forgot about what's. Well, there's only 3 signals, so I'm assuming that's got to be part of the yard. I don't know. I do not know. But we are coming up on 63 miles an hour, coming up on 70 here. We'll still start reducing our throttle. But yeah, I'll get a lot of questions about like where do I get the Metra textures that I have on the cars and the engine here, and where did I get the these containers and stuff like that that come out for the game, and where do I get my sounds for Metra? Everything you need to know is available on Railworks America. So everything that I have here is available on there. They have mods for everything, pretty much every single route that came out or whatever. Like there's container textures, the Metra textures, different sound sets for different like engines in game, different reskins and like repaints and stuff like that. So everything you basically need is going to be on that website. That is like the main website I use, along with some other like third-party websites for like reskins and stuff, but that is like your main one. I do get a lot of questions on where I get this type of stuff, and it's mainly there. I will be posting a link to a few of the websites that I use, and they'll be down in the description down below, so you guys can see what websites I use for like my different repaints and mods and stuff like that for Train Sim. So if you guys do want to check that out, it'll be down in the description down below. I don't understand. It's like frame dropping, but I don't see why it would be frame dropping. I don't get it. I do not get it. Unless it's got something with the FOV. But it looks like we're going to be on a pair of clears. So I'm going to start slowing down here because we are coming up on 59. Alright. Going clear to a clear. But yeah, as you guys can kind of see, it's kind of lagging a little bit too. I don't understand what that's about. Train Sim's been doing that to me the last couple times I've been playing it, so might have to just restart my computer, but I don't know. Maybe that'll refresh it a little bit. Alright. Alright, Route 59, here we come. Those lights are weird too. I don't remember those lights ever being like that in this game. I don't recall ever throwing in a mod either. Like, I don't remember the lights being that illuminating that much. I just think that's kind of odd. Let's go and dim those. Open the doors, turn off the bell. Yeah, look at that illuminating off of the car. That's pretty cool though. But I don't see why it'd be a red light. But that is pretty cool how it illuminates like that. That's super nice. That looks cool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they'd be illuminating red either. It doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah. Before we depart, I just want to show you guys that gyro light that's like moving out on the tracks. You guys see that light that's like moving in a circular motion and then it stops? I think that's super cool how they actually implemented that. That is really awesome. Alright, but Highball Metra, here we go. Route 59 going down to Naperville right now. I think it's Naperville, Lynn Lyle, then Belmont, and then, yep. Alright, so we're coming up on a clear signal here. Got her down to notch 8 as we're coming up on 70 real quick. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I really, really do. Got a BNSF switcher GP38-2 right there to our right. But yeah. I was actually watching this these 2 hour-long videos on Metra on Amazon Prime Video. And I gotta say, there's actually a lot of like rail fanning videos on Metra and like Amtrak cab rides and like freight train cab rides and stuff like that are available on Amazon Prime Video. And I gotta say that they are pretty freaking interesting. So one of the ones that I watched on Metra were it's a hour-long video of a cab ride along the Milwaukee District North Line route. Of course, this was like back in the day, so it was a while back, but it looks like we got some more GP38-2s just stopped. I don't get why all the trains are stopped. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. I really don't. But yeah, I love Amazon. Like, I literally use it for everything. It's one of the best, like, sites ever to be, like, on the internet for whatever, for, like, shopping and stuff. I use it all the damn time. 2-day shipping, sometimes 1-day shipping. And then, of course, with Prime membership, you get Twitch Prime, which is cool. So I have Twitch Prime, and I'm going to start using Twitch here soon once again. And I get Amazon Prime Video. So it's awesome. If you guys do have Prime, it's like $12.99 a month or like $119 for a yearly subscription. I would definitely make sure you guys do check that out, because there's a lot of cool like train videos out there on Amazon. And it's not like, you know, your real fanny videos you get on YouTube. It's actually like informational and stuff like that. Like this Metra one, I actually learned a lot of stuff on. These 2 Metra ones that I watched, I learned a lot of stuff about them on, or a lot of stuff about Metra and just like railroading in general on these 2. But we got a clear coming into Naperville here, so we'll go ahead and start slowing down for the platform. And I'll kind of finish up what else I'm talking about once we get out of here and get into Naperville, get out of Naperville and stuff like that, because I don't want to ramble on for the stop and then I missed my stop. We do got a crossing coming up after the station here. Looks like nobody getting on. Nope, I got 3 people. Got 1 back there and 2 here. Looks like we're all on the platform. Perfect. But yeah, that's weird. The illuminations are weird. The shadows and stuff. I just find that completely weird how it's like all red like that. Alright, so we'll put you in neutral. Let's service you. And we're all on the platform, so we're good. Let's go ahead and wait till we get to find. Let's go ahead and wait till we get the highball. Man, I just love that door chime they got. Let's go ahead and release our brake here. Let's get moving. You know, we got some wheel slip, so let's go ahead and put it back on the notch 1. Throw some sand down there. Notch 2. And then notch 3. And then we'll kind of get it back up to notch 8 here soon. We got about 4 miles till our next stop. Let's go ahead and keep the bell on for the crossings. There we go. Notch 8 are up. But you guys see that lag spike right there? I don't understand what it is. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. One thing I found out from that video that I did not know is that the Milwaukee District West Line route from Chicago to Fox Lake is actually owned by Metra. Now, I thought it was going to be the same thing as the Milwaukee District West Line from like Chicago to Elgin, where it's owned by Canadian Pacific. I was wrong. It's actually owned by Metra, but it's dispatched by Canadian Pacific. So the Metra owns the tracks, but the dispatcher for the line is the same dispatcher that dispatches the Milwaukee District West Line route. I guess that's part of their purchase agreement that Canadian Pacific and Metra had, which I honestly did not even know. I thought that CP owned the tracks that Metra was running on, since CP uses them. But no, I guess Metra owns them and lets CP and Amtrak use them, which I thought was kind of cool. So maybe that's why none of the Amtrak's run on the Milwaukee District West Line, is because that's owned by Canadian Pacific, whereas this is owned by Metra, so Amtrak pays Metra to run on those tracks. Maybe, I don't know. That's different. That's honestly different to me. I know that Metra owns the tracks from like Tower A2 down to Union Station, and I know they own the Metra Electric, but I didn't realize that they own the Milwaukee District West Line. That's really cool. But one of the things though about that video is that it was filmed like in the early 2000s, so it was actually really cool seeing the old Metra F40C locomotives that are now currently either all scrapped, retired, or 2 of them just sitting in Metra's Western Avenue yard. They're actually out running as main power on the trains, which I thought was super cool. And of course we're lagging again. I don't understand why. Like, I might have to like restart my computer or something, because this, I don't know, it's just been happening with Train Sim for a while. And then it was also kind of cool seeing Metra before the Nippon Shiro days where a lot of their cars were like the older Bud cars or Bombardier or whatever. A lot of their cars were part of them, and before Nippon Shiro. So I don't think any Nippon Shiro cars were actually in the video. Maybe like one or two, because they're starting to get orders of them, but I don't really know. And yeah, it was actually kind of cool. Looks like Lyle's coming up in about a mile. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. I don't understand why it's like that. I really don't understand that. I do not whatsoever. It's weird. I might have to mess around with some settings in this game before I do anything else, so I don't know. I do not know. Alright, but we're coming up on Lyle here. I'll go ahead and continue on with my story once we clear the platform. Yeah, but as you guys can see, it's lagging right now as well. Like, I don't know. I just do not know. But we're going to start slowing down here because we're already late on the platform. There we go. Well, not late, but you know what I mean. Kind of started that bell a little bit early too. Alright, so it looks like 4 people. 4 people getting on this Midnight Express train that's supposedly going against a rush. But I don't know what rush it's actually going against. Yeah, I don't know what rush it's actually going against. But it looks like the last car isn't going to open, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and wait here until our departure time. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of Lyle. Next stop is Belmont. There we go. Turn off the bell. There we go. Alright, so I've also learned a little bit about quiet zones from watching that video. Now, I believe the rules have actually changed since then. I'm not like quite certain what the actual FRA rule is for a quiet zone. But I do know, of course, you don't sound the horn unless you actually have to, like in an emergency situation or something. But I found out that you don't have to actually sound the bell. Now, of course, that might have actually changed since the rule, or since the video came out. Because I had a lot of people tell me that you have to sound the bell. And from what I found out in the video is that you don't have to. Because the engineer that was driving the train at the time when the video was being filmed did not sound the bell at any of the quiet zone crossings. Now, how do I know he didn't sound the bell? Easily, because I heard the bell at station platforms, but I did not hear it at any of the rail crossings. Unless there was like a maintenance of way crew at the crossing. But other than that, I did not hear him sound any bell at a crossing. So, I don't know if that's how, I don't know if he was doing the right thing or if he was doing the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't know if that was a rule, not a rule back then, but it's a rule now that you need bells. I don't know that for a fact. All I know is he did not sound any bell at the railroad crossings that he was going through unless it was an emergency situation. Or if there was people at the crossing, you know? Like, not like pedestrians, but maintenance away crew or whatever. So, yeah. That is what I heard there. Looks like we're coming into Belmont here with the BNSF intermodal train. That's also stopped. I don't know. Oh, it's a reefer train. I thought it was intermodal, but it's a reefer. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know why they're all... that's the only thing I can think of is, like I said earlier, that the scenario editor or creator did not realize that it starts off at midnight. And he had everything set for, like, different times and stuff. And he didn't realize that midnight, it defaults everything to midnight. That's the only thing that I can honestly think of. And that's why everything is stopped, because it's supposed to go off a different time. And he didn't realize that the Metra was on that midnight time and everything else was on a different time. That's all I can think of, because none of them have headlights on. They have cruise, but they don't have headlights on. Nothing. Step lights, nothing. Like, they're stopped, and they're all running on clear signals, it looks like, too. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a clear signal, and so did the other trains, so I don't know. Not my problem, though. I'm running the Metra. Alright, so apparently Union Station is only a mile away, 1.3 miles away from us. Which I don't understand. Because it's more than that, I'm pretty sure. But whatever. We're on a clear signal, it looks like. Yes, we are. Perfect. Let's go ahead and throttle her up. And I know we're going to be diverging over to track number 2, I'm assuming. So we can run express the rest of the route. I don't know, though, for a fact. Because we're on a clear, so who knows. But yeah. Going to be passing this BNSF reefer train here. Didn't realize BNSF ran reefer trains in the Midwest, but hey, maybe they do. Maybe it's an extra. Maybe it's a special, a detour. I don't know. But another thing I found out in that video, and there's that lag again. You guys can see there, it's lagging. No idea what that is. No idea why it does it. All I know is I just have to fight through it, I guess. We're coming up on a 65 zone here. Still on a clear indicator, which is good. Alright. There's the tail end of that train. But other thing I found out about Metra is that those yellow delay and block signs that you see on the edge of platforms, they don't mean what I thought they meant. I honestly thought that they were for like local trains that aren't express, that you do not see 40 mph going into the next station stop. Because I thought that's what it was for station stops. So if, like, let's say we stop there at Belmont and we're going to the next stop and we're stopping there, they don't want us exceeding 40 miles an hour. Which I understand, you know, overshooting the station and stuff like that, depending on how close they are. But apparently it is for not exceeding 40 miles an hour if you can't see the next signal. So it's basically a delay and block. I know Amtrak, the Saluki service trains did that a few times. They normally didn't say that. They normally said signal indication, which means tells the engineer to basically let the conductor know what signal they're coming up on when they leave a platform. But there was about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, maybe about a month or so, where I've heard conductors say delay and block. And what delay and block actually is that if the engineer or conductor can't see what the signal is coming up, they'll come out of delay and a block, and then the engineer will tell the conductor what the next signal is whenever he can actually physically see it. So that is what a delay and block is, supposedly, and that is what those signs actually mean. I don't think we're going to be diverging on the track 2 here whatsoever. Doesn't seem like it. Man, this is lagging hardcore. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with those lights. Or those illuminating lights. And there's some people hanging out down here for some unknown reason. Coming back on another clear indicator. But yeah. That's what I thought it what I thought it was is completely wrong. But it's cool how the video actually helped me to learn that. So that was pretty cool. But it was also really cool seeing like different older equipment for like Metra and Amtrak. I ended up seeing some Phase 3 Horizon coaches, which I haven't seen in a long time except for pictures. I remember when I first started taking Amtrak, they ended up using Phase 3 equipment like coaches and stuff like that. Just Horizons. Some non-powered control units and stuff like that, but it was pretty cool seeing that. There's a Metra stopped over here. Don't understand that either. But I also ended up seeing a Phase 4 non-powered control unit. Or it was either a non-powered control unit or an F40. One of the two. But it had the black roof aside from the silver, which was a standard. The black roof is like one of the rarer ones because you normally didn't see those. I think it was mainly like the silver roofs that they had. So, but yeah, that was pretty cool. And of course, we're speeding again. And we're lagging. I don't understand this. So if you guys are watching this, you're not just lagging it on Streamlabs. That's actually the game doing it. And I really don't know why. But another thing I honestly did not realize is that from Tower A2, which is at Western Avenue onto Chicago's Union Station, that was owned by the Pennsylvania Railroad jointly with the Milwaukee Road Railroad. I did not know that because I thought it was going to be like Milwaukee Road with Chicago and Northwestern. I didn't realize the whatchamacallit, Pennsylvania Railroad had trackage rights out to that too. That's different. That is news to me. The second video I ended up watching kind of showed how they do rehab and rebuilds on cars and stuff like that. Or I don't know if this was actually part of the video or if this was a whatchamacallit, the YouTube video I watched. It might have been a YouTube video. But they were basically showing how they do like rehab on rebuilds on the passenger cars, and they honestly do not mess around when they do that. They really rebuild a car from the ground up. So if a Metra car says it's been rebuilt and rehabbed, it honestly has. It's been rebuilt and rehabbed from the ground up, like new electrical outlets, new everything. And yeah, I do apologize for the lagging. I don't understand what that is. I don't know why it is doing it either. It doesn't make any sense to me on why. But we do have a Metro stopped on the crossing over there. I don't get it. I do not get it. But yeah, supposedly that the busiest line that Metra has is actually the line we're on right now. Supposedly it has 94 trains a day, and some trains actually carry up to 1,400 passengers. I'm like, that is crazy. I mean, I understand you got multiple trains a day on this line. Like, it's got 3 tracks, so you got multiple express trains, and then you have your local stops, and then you have like flip backs, which go up to a certain point. So like Chicago to, let's say, I don't know, Downers Grove, and then it'll flip back from Downers Grove to Chicago's Union Station. So you got multiple trains in each direction, then some will actually turn around mid-route and then head back to Aurora or Chicago or whatever. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, here we are coming up on another platform here. I guess we're going to be on Main 3 the entire time. So we're not going to switch over to Main 2. But another thing, Metra 10 and 11, the first GP23 Echo locomotives, a new switcher to replace the aging switcher locomotives, are on the property. Different kind of blue than what is on the actual other rostered engines. But they are meant to be switchers and actually don't look too bad. I know one of them is just the plain blue with the Metra logo. And I think Metra 11 has the white striping of the newer, matching the newer paint scheme for Metra. So I believe it's got like the blue and then it's got like white striping that matches. So I feel like they look pretty sweet though. I'm not sure how many they're actually going to receive, but I know that they are replacing the switchers. And then for everyone asking about the ST70 MACH locomotives, those are actually going to be starting in 2021. So they're still probably trying to work everything out. I'm still trying to get information on it because last I heard they were coming from KCS, their old MACs, and then I guess people are saying that they're BNSF, and it's going back and forth. So I don't really know anything about that. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys, or I'm going to go ahead and just continue running this train here, and I'll get back to you guys once we actually get near Chicago. Alright, so here we are ready to make the slow descend into Chicago's Union Station. Looks like we're going to be up on a advance approach, or an approach diverging. And then we'll be coming up on a advance approach up here. We're going to end up going around the curve. Oh no, this is an R signal, so it's an approach diverging. That's an advance approach on Main 2. So we're going to come up over here. Never actually been on this track before, and I've never actually taken Main 3 into Chicago, inbound. It's always been on Main 2, the express track. So I've never actually been out on this main before. So it's going to be a little bit different for sure. We're going to go ahead and try to keep it under 25 here. And then we have that 10 coming up here soon. So I don't really want to be, you know, dealing with all that, but we have to, unfortunately. So we got the Amtrak yards coming up here, Metra yards to our left, Amtrak to our right. So it looks like they're actually empty for this time of night, which is weird. Very weird. Alright, so we're coming up to that 10 there. And we'll be coming up to Union Station as well. Got some P-42s there. Dual P-42s with the lights on. Ditch lights on. Interesting, got some lone superliners here. Yeah, they're empty. Oh, we're coming up on some trains over here. Got a diversion clear. Let's go and start slowing her down to that 10, because it is coming up soon. Right before our eyes here. There we go. So we've got a superliner service with the 171 and the lagging at 154. And yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and make our way to Union Station here. Alright, so here we are entering the shed. So that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Once we actually get all stopped here at Union Station 10, that is going to end the video and the scenario here. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're coming in on a approach signal. But hopefully you guys do hit the like button if you did enjoy. Drop a comment and hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys do also follow me on social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as join that Discord server. Let's go ahead and start speeding up because we're at 4 miles an hour. And we want to make sure we get to our destination before this train has to get out and back on the road to Aurora. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of weird, especially with all the, I didn't have any single operating train besides mine in this entire scenario. So I'm not quite sure. Like I said, it might have been the whole time thing with the scenarios, how they always default to like midnight and whatever. And maybe he didn't change it. I don't know. But yeah, I did not encounter a single running train in this scenario. So say what you want about that, but yes. So if you're the creator of this scenario and you're watching it, just letting you know that none of the trains actually did run. We are coming up on a lot of trains here, and got some Metros, got some Amtraks. They didn't really think Metro ran this time of night, but I guess there was a lot of Metros running. I don't know, but we are coming in on track 10 here. Hopefully 10 is not an occupied track, which it looks like it isn't, but you never know. It looks like it's going to be to the right hand side over here. Now we're not going to sound no bell. We do have some VLC units right there, and then we do have an actual F40 unit right here. And the VLCs are just very low poly counts. Got some Amtraks here, the 131. And we are going to be in between a Metra as well. Cool. Alright. It has actually been a while since I've pulled a train into Union Station. I've actually gone out of Union Station a bunch of times, and this is actually one of the few times I've actually, made a train inbound into Union Station. So that's really cool. Danger, do not cross tracks. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Emergency phone. 250, 150. All those are actual signs in Union Station. So it looks like we got some individuals waiting on their next train out of here. So that'll always be a fun thing. I got some people crossing the yellow line there. Now it looks like I want to go ahead and dim these headlights here real quick. Alright, and we are going to be good to stop, it looks like. Alright, let's go and turn off the task light here. Turn off the cab light. Reverser out. You in. You're in suppression. Let's go ahead and make our way to the inside view here. And let's go ahead and get on off the train. Oh, I didn't realize that we were all the way in that last car. And there it is right there with the headlights dimmed. We'll actually turn those off. And we'll actually head on over here and dim these. There we go. Another successful journey complete. Go get yourself some hot chocolate and watch the hockey game. You deserve it. Alright, that's going to go and do it, guys. Take care.